All right, how's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're all well. Welcome back to probably the last stream of Ace Attorney Justice for All. I'm really not sure. Hey, Lake, how you doing? Ah, yes, Ace Attorney. How you doing tonight, man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure tonight is going to be the final stream of this, but we'll see. Dirt Dog, glad you're able to make it as well. Hey. All right, with that being said though, sorry for being late by 30 minutes. Hope you're all
Generosity. Expertly brewed too.
Rabbit, thank you so much for those. Good to see you are here as well. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Everyone enjoying Animal Crossing New Horizons? Guess who doesn't have their copy yet? It's not arriving until Tuesday. You're doing the thing everyone else is, finally playing. Sure, Lake, sure. Speaking of, Violet, though, I actually think she's probably going to be my secondary in Smash Ultimate. The only issue is the fact that she's really not good online. God, I wish more of us were living closer together because I am sick of online Smash. Also, hey, Kojun. Don't have a copy either. I just bought Sword for yourself. That's fair, Brabbit. Enjoy Pokemon Sword. Played about 2.5 hours, so it's hard to give a full opinion. No problem. Have you ever played Animal Crossing before? That being said, though, what was going on during the case last time? So does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? Oh, right. Yeah. Wasn't the whole thing of the murderer wanting to pin the crime on, Matt Onguard? Yeah, I think that was exactly what was going on. The annoying thing is, the last time I cut out the stream, I cut out in the middle of the trial, so that's why I'm trying to refresh myself on what exactly happened. If I recall correctly, we basically realized that the murderer, is implied to be Adrian Andrews because she was setting up for Matt Onguard to take a fall with Juan Corrida. Juan Corrida was trying to ruin Matt Onguard's career with a scandal. He's planning on impersonating Matt Onguard by dressing up as the Nickel Samurai. Yeah, that's about it. Keep distractions from online school to a minimum. That's fair. I hope online school's going well for you at the very least. Let me know if you want tips, I got you. Nah, I'm fine, Lake. You only played the first, oh, so the GameCube game. So no City Folk, no New Leaf, no Amiibo Festival, and from what you heard, thank God. I actually have mixed feelings about Amiibo Festival. I know why people don't like it. I don't think it's very good either. I hate that you have to use a freaking Amiibo to actually do anything in that game. But I don't think it's that bad. It's kind of like, think of it like a watered down Super Mario Party, and Super Mario Party is already a watered down regular Mario Party, so double watered down Mario Party. There you go. Anyway, pin the crime on guard if I. Hey, Gaddy, how you doing, man?
I'm fine. I'm very surprised we're still only on the first day of trial.
What do you mean only on the first day of trial? Yes, like the last time I streamed this, it took me a full 4 hours in order to get through this part of it. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Onguard. There's no way anyone would put a bloody button in their own pants. That's right. Mr. Onguard was set up. By the real killer, of course. I'll say, hey, Burbseye. In shadow. And the real murderer is... Oh, gosh. Give me a quick sec, guys. I'll be right back. I forgot to clear out my nose before we got started. Sorry about that. Stupid allergies and all that. Oh my god, do you know how incompetent I am at sports? Like, I have a garbage can literally sitting like 2 inches to the side of me. I throw away my tissue and I still somehow missed. Anyway.
That's fine. The NBA is closed anyway.
Shit. Oh, like all sports are pretty much closed at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember like someone tweeted out like a marble rally thing that someone is doing, and it's actually kind of amazing if people haven't looked it up yet. Like, look up marble racing, it's kind of great. Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then?
Oh, I know movie theaters are closed down, Shadow. I work at a movie theater.
Yeah, but at least you have a guarantee to have your job back, unlike certain other friends of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a tough time for a lot of people with jobs right now. Finally. I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point. Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet. Not until the very end. The real killer. The person who planned to frame Mr. Ongard is... Maya Faye. No, okay.
Again?
Listen, if we pin it on her now, we can, like, defend her later because they have to search for Maya. If we pin it on her, we can get her rescued from her kidnapper. Don't you see?
Brilliant!
It's such an easy solution. Blame Maya for murder to save her from being murdered.
Wait.
Yes. Anyway, the killer, the person who... This is going to be really hard because I only have 2 real people and I don't want to blame the wrong person. Is Wankarita that bitter, I wonder? I don't think Adrian planned on framing Ongard, but I feel like that's a little too on the nose, isn't it? Like, if I think out of the box, which Ace Attorney games generally want me to think out of the box, they would want me to say the victim was the one who planned to kill themselves to frame someone else, wouldn't you say? I don't think you can really blame the victim for killing the victim. I mean, yeah, but if they want to frame their death to ruin someone else's career, I feel like someone would be that bitter, right? I don't know, I might be overthinking it again. I always overthink it when it comes to Ace Attorney.
Do you really think Wankarita would think that far ahead?
We don't know anything about him, honestly. Alright, sure. Alright, let's blame Samus then. Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you. Okay, Val, go. You're Mr. Kurita's killer. God, I still love her glasses shatter reaction. It's so over the top and goofy. Order, 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 Mr. Wright. This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge? Any evidence? Which I need a save for. All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews. How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me. I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? What about this knife? The knife was used to stab the victim after he already been strangled to death. Okay, this is going to go into a little bit of dark territory, but I do have a theory about that. What if the victim was actually a suicide where he strangled himself? I mean, people can technically do that to themselves. And then he had it.
Would Kurita have to do that?
Huh?
What reason would Juan have to do that, though?
I would assume, like, my theory is that he's, like, he was so bitter of coming in second place to Matt Onguard for so long, and the tipping point was actually the loss of the Hero of Heroes award. So he basically decided if he can't surpass him and like he doesn't want to live anymore, but while also doing that, he also tries to frame Matt Onguard to ruin his life by doing that. That's just a theory, you know. Well, a hypothesis, rather. God, I need to stop mixing those two together. I blame MatPat for that. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. Onguard, naturally. A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. That is 3 pairs of glasses now that were shattered. Then, what about the button that was found in Matt's Hakama? This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only people who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. Onguard was the real killer, there's no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. And there's another pair.
4 eyes.
Ha 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 ha. Well, technically, it would be 8 eyes, but still. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. Onguard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him up from his nap, which is you yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled from a crime scene. Offhand, though, can I just say how rather lewd this image actually is of Miss Andrews?
Of course you would.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm going to save this image for later. Now, who could have known that there is such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews!
Quite a few people in the chat are horny for shoulder blades.
See? You get that. No, Oh, there's the first objection of the night, everyone. But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right! That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something to open it. That's a little presumptuous, Phoenix. Usually
That's
the
a
game.
bit of a stretch. I mean, you didn't see anything like that at the crime scene.
No kidding. Shadow, thank you so much for 69 bits. You almost gave me another freaking heart attack. Much appreciated. I just thank you for a heart attack. I think I did. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Gaddy?
I mean, we didn't see anything like a towel at the crime scene.
Exactly, so that's why I'm like, that makes no sense. Usually the Ace Attorney games are better at making sure I explain certain things like that. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glasses to show that, yes, indeed, she was the classic dazed discoverer of a dead body. And there's 5. And to top it all off, there is this photo. It's been a long time since I bought a pair of glasses, but I think they were like $50 each, so I think she just went through $250 just now. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe this nickel samurai is Mr. Onguard. He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? Can I just say, I'm not exactly feeling good about this because I don't think Adrian is actually the killer with her reactions going so far. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I just
Wanted to
falling for
know
a pretty
how
face?
tall Adrian Andrews is. She's 5'4" according to the wiki.
Oh, really? I wonder where they got the information on that. I guess probably an official art book or something.
Probably.
Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time. Miss Andrews? I refuse to testify. What was that? There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. How is it that no one else realized this when they took the stand? You would think a lot more actual murderers would be aware of a law like that, wouldn't you? Well, yes, you are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. Next person used this once all the way in 6 DLC? Oh my god, really? All the way in Spirit of Justice?
Damn.
By allowing a witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Actually,
You know, honestly, in real life, that sounds like something most people would do.
yeah, like, I feel like, yeah. Well, that's what you get for, like, fiction storytelling. People always forget that little detail.
Let it be known once again that Ace Attorney is not reflective of actual courtroom proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't change the fact that it's stupid fun.
Of course. Otherwise, this wouldn't really be a game, would it? I mean, we've established, well, many a time before, Ace Attorney is not reflective of the real world at all. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Onguard's room. Adrian Andrews! Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood. Alright. Oh yeah, Kojun, Burmside knows all about lawyer stuff. He literally is a lawyer. That's it. That's when Franziska planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify if things looked bad. You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there's still one thing you haven't done. Something I haven't done? Metal Gear? Metal Gear. What's wrong, right? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence? What's so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless. What? Everything I've proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? But I was circumcised at birth. Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Kurita. Did we already establish this multiple times that motive doesn't actually matter when convicting someone? Or indicting, rather, in this case. Actually, what is the difference? What is actually the difference between those two, indicting and convicting? I think convicting is the actual punishment, and indicting is deciding the punishment? I don't know lawyer terms. I don't know law. Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Kurita? I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. But
Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think?
Maybe so, or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence. Is this her technically abiding by innocent until proven guilty? I always thought like Ace Attorney ran under guilty until proven innocent. Indict is initial step, convicting is finding guilty is the ELI5. What? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Indicting is the process of bringing charges against the defendant. Oh, okay. No, she's taking that defiant attitude again. Yeah, what should we do? God, the judge wasn't kidding about Phoenix having puppy dog eyes towards everyone, isn't he? ELI5. Explain like I'm I'm 5. Wow, really? That's I'm surprised that's actually a term. Somehow, we've landed in the worst possible situation.
I think we have reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify. And the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof. But that's not true! In this situation, there is only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess.
Recess?
I request that both the prosecution and defense look further into this matter. And at tomorrow's trial...
Tomorrow? And the prom's tomorrow! We don't have a tomorrow! If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then... Please! Wait, Your Honor, that's not necessary. The trial... Please continue the trial! What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya.
But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now then, this court is...
Hey, Edgeworth is actually being a pal and he knows what's important right now. If you don't let me continue the trial, I won't take you out to dinner, Edgeworth. Oh my god, Lake.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, Nightbot is taking forever to respond to the commands tonight. Maybe it's because
that took like 6 seconds.
Yeah, that was weird. It is not impossible for this trial to continue.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you?
It's true, Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of the conversation were something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony.
Yes, that is very true, but...
Actually, there is one little thing I'm curious about. Miss Andrews, when you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and? I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they're shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. So, my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify? Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off of him. I guess he probably just discovered the whole thing that he discovered during the 3DS trilogy, from what I understood of him, how prosecutors are about helping defense attorneys figure out the truth rather than about, you know, opposing each other or something like that. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know.
The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please.
I am legitimately curious, how the hell are we supposed to continue this trial if we only have a single day to work with anyway? When I found this body, that glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into a room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over.
So you poured that glass of juice for the victim. Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony?
I didn't think I'd need to include something so trivial. Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left. I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours?
Now then, Miss Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Glass of juice, ain't really pour it for myself. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then, who did you pour it for? Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you wait just a little longer for it to be revealed to you?
In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen.
So, random question about how we handle cross-examinations in the Ace Attorney universe. It always seemed to me that the witness gives their full testimony and then you are basically given the text of it and then you review it yourself one by one. But it's moments like these where I'm like, wait, is Phoenix actually cross-examining her as she says her testimony, like one sentence at a time? I actually can't tell. Does anybody know what's up with that?
I think that might be a case of gameplay and story segregation. Because stuff like this is handled differently when I see clips of the anime.
You always assume that it was one sentence at a time. We know that isn't the case, so this is inconsistent writing. Huh. How do they handle it in the anime? Wow, that was a weird way of pronouncing that,
I
but...
believe they handle it like they question specific parts of the testimony after they finished.
Huh, that's interesting, but okay. In the anime, they do it sentence by sentence. Huh, alright. I mean, sentence by sentence makes more sense, I think. Precisely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Ugh. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. Oh my gosh, hang on a second here.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. I really don't understand why my nose gets like this only during streams. It's never like this when like when we were playing Smash yesterday, it was nothing like this. It's so weird.
Maybe it's some kind of unconscious reflex.
Maybe I just reflexively think, oh, I'm working. I need to pretend I'm sick so I don't have to work tonight. I remember how many times I pretended to be sick for school. So, it was a mess. Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Kurita? I understand your frustrations at not being able to prove your theory, however. Before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. Ugh. And then, what did you see next, witness? And then one, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. Slumped over? Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. Why did Nightbot say that twice?
I don't know. This is weird.
Nightbot, are you okay tonight, buddy? Is it just me, or did that right there sound a little odd? When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Then what did cross your mind? I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix. And then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap. Anyways, that's what I thought. I wonder if it counted twice too. I'm a little worried about that. Objection count. Let's see it.
Man, it really is taking a while. Nightbot, are you okay?
Nightbot? Is it being DDoSed or something? Can Nightbot be DDoSed? Nightbot!
Oh wait, no, Dirt Dog spelled it wrong the first time.
Oh, that's why, okay. 134. I don't know how accurate that is.
Neither do I. Maybe we just skip one objection.
Yeah, let's skip one objection just for safety. What the heck? Why did it suddenly pop up twice?
Okay, this is weird.
I see. Okay. We did 3 objections today. Did we end last stream with 131? I can't remember what we ended up on last time. We never actually checked. Okay, you know what? Let's do a quick test. Someone do an objection command, and then we do an objection count command immediately afterward. And then we'll see how much it increases. Yeah, one objection, and then we check the count. Okay, check the count. $135. Okay, we're gonna skip one objection then. Let's just assume that the double didn't actually factor in for now. Even though Nightbot is on a drunken stupor tonight. Maybe we picked a bad, maybe he decided to go out drinking with friends, and then he came into work and is like, I'm doing my job, see, I'm doing it twice as good. So yeah, let's just skip the next objection then, guys. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. Yeah, I never seen Nightbot weird out like this before either, Dirt Dog. You thought he fainted? I thought he was asleep at first, but then the room was in such a messy state, I thought maybe I'd gotten into a fight with someone. And that's when you went to pour that glass of juice. Yes, he always had a hard time waking up, so one always has a glass of tomato juice to drink.
I see. After that, what happened next?
When I realized that he was dead, that's why I knocked the flower vase over.
We ended on 129 objections.
I mean, we had 3. Did we have 3 objections since we started?
So then, wouldn't the objection count read 132?
Oh my god, are you serious right now, Nightbot? Yeah, you're right. It should be 132. Like, I'm going over the objections in my head. One objection by Edgeworth, another one earlier, and a third one when I presented earlier. Yeah, I think that was 3. So yeah, we should technically be at 132 right now, so we have to skip the next 3 objections. Can someone keep track of that, Dirt Dog, if you can, or Dirt Bermsai? I'd appreciate that. And how did you come to realize that he was, in fact, dead? I shook him over and over, but never got a response. So I set the glass down on the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked. Yo, Storm, how you doing tonight?
Hello.
And staggered back. And knocked the flower vase over, so that's what happened. Yes. This is what it all comes down to. Huh? This is the absolute end for both sides. And Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case. Isn't that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews, will you tell us the truth this time, please? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I hope you feel better. Just next is Nick skip 3. Yes, yep, skip the next 3. He was slumped over and tired looking in the corner. Huh. That's going to be the tricky part because I don't know if I have anything that relates to that in any way. Wait a second. Does this count as a corner? Because technically it's not a corner. Am I focusing on the wrong thing? Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. He was just sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. Let me press this once more, actually. Slumped over, just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. I mean, that's accurate, so... He really looked like he was sleeping. Is it just me, or did that right there sound a little odd? Missing out on something really obvious here, I feel like. Am I supposed to present the knife because she didn't notice the knife? When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something when I poured him some juice. Like, I feel like she would have noticed, like, that he was stabbed, right? So would that be the thing that I'm supposed to point out? Decisions. You know what? I technically don't have the HP for it, so we might as well save and test it, I guess. This evidence clearly reveals the gun. Nope. Whoops. Womp womp. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully, you feel better soon, man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, get well soon, Storm.
Okay, if not the knife, feel like I'm missing something really obvious here, though. Is there something in, like, I assume there's something in the evidence I'm supposed to present, or otherwise they wouldn't, like, would have given me something off of the presses. Oh, jeez, I didn't know it was that bad. Really feel better, man. Sorry to hear. Slump over and tired looking in the corner. It's really the corner comment that's throwing me off, because it's like he technically wasn't in the corner, so I'm just going to assume that's what I'm supposed to present. And that's a no.
Game over the second.
Considering how I've been running throughout most of this trial with only 1 HP bar, yeah. I really wish they reset your HP every time you start up a trial, but no, you have to go in with whatever you have from the investigation phase. That's only in this game about the health bar. That's annoying. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Let's see. I feel like we're supposed to present something that makes her realize that she should have noticed that he had a knife in him, but I don't have anything. No problem, Storm. Have a good night, man. Feel better.
Take it easy, man.
I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw him in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. But, like, wouldn't the case be closed? I mean, like, the case would have to be open when she broke the flower vase, right? So, like, I think we already established that, though. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to prove at this moment. Yeah, like, after, like, when she realized that, according to her, when she saw Kurita was dead, she accidentally knocked over the water, the flower vase onto the guitar case, therefore getting it wet. But the problem is, it's only the top of the guitar case that was wet, not the inside. But the crime scene photo clearly shows that the guitar case was open. But I don't know how that's related to what's going on at the moment. Like, I understand that the costume was supposedly stored in there, and the real killer took out the costume to walk out of the room, making it seem like it was Matt Ongard who killed Kurita, but like, no, the flower vase, I don't think the flower vase is related at the moment, because we already pointed that out before. Oh god, this testimony is a pain in the ass. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be paying attention to at the moment. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked in the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. Am I missing something super obvious though? Daddy, want to throw a hint my way maybe?
I'm just trying to think about how to word it.
Okay.
So she says that when she discovered Juan in his room, that the thought that he was dead didn't cross her mind.
I feel like she would have noticed the knife. I really feel like she would have noticed it, but I already tried presenting that and that didn't work. No, it's not really that. There's also a bunch of his shit that his cosmetics that got knocked over. So it's not that. Am I supposed to present the autopsy report? No, not the autopsy report. Ugh. This one's I don't know. Am I missing, like, feel free to say it. Am I missing something obvious or is there something more subtle I should be paying attention to?
What about the crime scene as it was discovered runs counter to Adrian's train of thought that she thought Juan had fainted when she's found him?
It would be the knife, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because she would have had to know that he was dead first in order to lay down that knife in confidence.
But I already presented the crime photo, didn't I?
You have not.
Oh, I did it? Oh my god! Did I really not? The reason I didn't select the crime photo was because I thought I already presented it.
Well, you presented the knife, which honestly should prove the same point, but it has to be the crime photo for some reason.
What? The knife should have worked.
I agree.
Aw, that's lame. So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him. So it was the knife! I knew it was the knife! I just got confused. Damn it. No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body. Ah!
What is the meaning of this?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking to— Yeah, see? Like, why would they bring up the goddamn knife here if that didn't count? Ugh. That's actually really annoying. I hate it when Ace Attorney does that.
Yeah.
There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Krita's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought that there was a dead man. Well, you see, I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink.
Your point is?
Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. 6. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. No!
It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Hungard, is not guilty after all.
But that's impossible. You're wrong.
Miss Andrews, try to have some composure.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I mean, anyone would try to not incriminate themselves.
Yeah. So, what exactly is she trying to hide exactly? I refuse to testify.
Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt Ongart's innocence has been clearly demonstrated.
Is it over? This isn't over, is it? Have we found the truth at last? This feels dirty. I don't think this is right. What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't.
Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt Ongard.
Is that the second objection that we had to skip out on, I think?
Yeah, I think this is.
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth.
The absolute real truth? What are you?
Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt Ongard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. That's Franziska von Karma. Huh? Don't you remember Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself.
Don't I feel that?
You're okay, Gabby. And then right now, Miss Andrews is... Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt Ongard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clinging onto them. Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be a killer, right? All we have to do now is get her not guilty. That's my only... Phoenix? Phoenix,
listen to yourself, man.
It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone help me.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
The court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say?
Right.
I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? Junko Enoshima! There's no one else it could be except a woman crying over there. Right? Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Wright? Oh boy. Okay, when they say request not guilty verdict, do they mean a not guilty verdict for...
Mad on guard, yes.
or force Andrews to testify? When they say force Andrews to testify, do they mean force her to do another cross-examination for us?
Yes.
I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that.
Attaboy, Phoenix.
Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Sure, Mr. Onguard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong.
What do you have up your sleeve, Edgeworth?
What a shame.
I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh my god, this song is so good. I love hearing it. This witness, how shall I put this? She has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop. Please stop. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. I admire Edgeworth for at least giving her a chance to do it herself, but it is his job at the end of the day. The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please! Please stop! I beg you! If people find out! If people find out, I'll... If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. You know, I know this is supposed to be a douchebag line for Edgeworth, but to be fair, this is a court of law, and, like, someone's life is on the line here. We don't have time to worry about people's mental issues at the moment, I'm afraid. There are bigger things afoot right now. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth is known for being blunt, for better or for worse.
I kind of understand where Edgeworth is coming from here. Like, even though he's going for the asshole move right now, it's his job. He has to do this. And it's also someone else's life on the line too, you know? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please, help me. Nothing matters anymore to me. Nothing really matters to me.
that really the time?
Yes.
She's just a poor girl.
From a poor family.
God damn it.
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. When I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the nickel samurai costume. Inconvenience? Say we wait for a quick sec. Apologies, everyone.
Stabbed the body with a knife? But why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain someone. A certain cowardly man. What?
What do you mean by all of this?
It may take this court a little while to understand, but this is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. What? Last time? What? Wait!
And so the plot deepens.
It wasn't a suicide. Oh! So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Carita, in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt Ongard for the murder. And this is her crime. Isn't framing someone for murder still technically a crime? Like a major, major crime? What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination.
She did illegal shit, which is why she played the lit fifth. Okay. Like, how serious of a crime is framing someone for murder versus actual first-degree murder? When I saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Like, you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling me the truth when you say you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf is a part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. You feel like there'd be a couple different charges? Fair enough. Realized he was dead, that's why I formulated my plan. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because one, he was going to expose Matt's weakness, weakest weak point to the world. I mean,
There are degrees of weak points.
I guess so, apparently. She tampered with evidence which is 20 years by itself? Good lord. Well, we found out that apparently Adrian didn't kill Carita, but she did try to set it up so that it looked like Matt was the murderer. She was the one who planted the knife. Yeah, I'm here already. Hey, Twy. How you doing, man?
Hello.
So, Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. How do I like this case? It's interesting. I'm kind of like I keep on running into issues because I keep on second guessing myself because I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be realizing, but these twists, they're good. You won't get 20 years because it's Ace Attorney and crimes have other than murder are meaningless. Not wrong. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Once I made sure that there was no one in the hallway, I made a mad dash to Matt's room. Oh, dude, for sure. Like, I actually was really surprised that Edgeworth coming back to present the prosecution on the last case. I was so shocked that apparently that Francisco was shot. I was like, no! Oh, so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume at the time. I slipped in, I took the knife and returned to the scene of the crime. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. I assume she did all of this with her gloves on, otherwise she wouldn't have had Matt's fingerprints on them. So you were the one to stab the victim with the knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Onguard's Hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes that it was Lada. The fact that Phoenix admits that his hair is spiky is great. I love it so much. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldbag for you. I'd already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once. So I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. Wait a second! That makes no sense though. Oh wait, no, that actually does make sense because she actually had the Nickel Samurai costume planted inside of the guitar case to begin with, right? Because she and Kurita were working together to expose Matt, right? I think that's what happened. Yeah, so never mind. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it in Juan's guitar case the day before. Yeah, okay, there we go. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. Adrian, why don't you just admit what Matt's secret is out here in the courtroom?
And what is this secret?
That, I don't... What? Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the... Seriously? We're just going to leave it at that? How is it that you don't know what the secret is? Like, you're his manager, you should know. Then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very close, careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Ungar's room and planted the button?
Into Matt's Hakama, yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word, what does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Ongard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer.
Wait, Your Honor! The defense still... And that's their third objection that we had to skip out on.
We are in the clear.
Yep, there we go. God, hopefully Nightbot will stop being weird. Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is impossible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial.
Oh. Wait. Oh, no! What about Maya?
You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
But... Oh, hey, Red, how you doing?
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for a detention immediately.
That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
Maya! Oh God, the echo of the gavel, though. Oh. Oh.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen that sprite before.
Mm-hmm.
Day's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although, I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on the day. The room? That day? Yes. I found this card when I discovered what... Why did you not share this sooner? It was lying there right next to... Aha! You found that card next to the victim's body. I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Ah! Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. It doesn't matter.
Right?
Irrelevant.
It's not on the court record, so it must be irrelevant, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Hold it! Witness! The card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth?
Oh boy.
When Edgeworth gets like this, you know it's serious. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This... I can't believe you hid this from me all this time! I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. That card, what in the world is it? And what does it mean?
To be continued.
Alright, and that's the stream. I'll catch y'all next time. This is fun. I made this joke a billion times, yada yada. It's a rare Yu-Gi-Oh! Misprint. Dude! March 22nd, 5:24 p.m. Writing Co. Law Offices. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't blame you, Pearly. We're in deep shit. Here there, Pearls. I can't take it anymore. Look, it'll be all right. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict, and so far the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya, right? And he won't because Mr. Ongard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mystic Maya is much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right, so... Hey, you guys, glad I caught you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective! Oh god, we're just going to call him Scruffy Detective for the rest of the time, aren't we? Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's books now. Offhand, shouldn't he technically be fired right now? It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to... Oh, Gumshoe, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That actually really sucks. Losing a job is never good. But we're kind of busy right now. What's going on? So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that! What am I supposed to do now, pal? Well, you usually file for unemployment and then you try to find a new job. You know what? I think Krusty Burger is hiring down the street. Just, you know, watch out for crazed school principals. I didn't do didn't have anything coming up at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just going to have to work here at your place.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, we totally can use Actually, dude, I would love it if Gumshoe worked at Writing Co. offices. That would be amazing. He can be like a private investigator for us. He knows people on the police force and they can have him do favors for us to help us investigate crime scenes.
So does Phoenix.
Well, shoot. Well, still. Say what? You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Ongard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I got lots of experience in investigating, watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick, let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Please don't say cup noodles. Is it? You can't see this right now, but I am facepalming so hard right now.
It's not like we can pay him to prepare much else.
Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods?
So this really is America after all.
All right, Gumshoe, you're going to have to do your part. Show us your hot nudes. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth? Miss Andrews' last testimony, I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to, almost need to frame Mr. On Guard? I couldn't figure that out from anything she said at all today. And you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. It's obvious. The real murderer was a Decepticon disguising themselves as the guitar. The guitar transformed into a robot Decepticon and murdered Corita. That's the truth.
Can someone get Soundwave on the line?
Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to trial by a pistol, pal. Did no one see who shot her? But she is going to be fine, right? I hope she didn't get shot like in a bad location, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. Is a bullet lodged in there? Do we have to remove it via surgery? Or is she as tough as her father and tanked it and flew back to Germany? They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting in the hospital. Which what? What? Are you going to visit her, pal? No. Baka, I don't care about how she's doing. I just want to see if she has any information. I don't actually like her or anything. Baka. Hey, you actually got a heart, don't you? What do you mean, Gumshoe? I mean, just because we're a lawyer doesn't mean we don't have feelings. We're not some heartless monster.
Think about who he's worked under, though.
That is true. He had to work under both Edgeworth and Franziska, so she looked like she was being tortured at not being able to go to a trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
Let's let her whip us, Miss...
Pearl, no. Bad. We are... An 8-year-old girl should not be saying stuff like that. Bad. Dude, did we just hire you while you talk us back? Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's it. I'm gonna go play Smash. Screw this.
Goodbye, everyone. We're done here.
That name sends a chill down my spine. I knew it when the moment they mentioned the hustle. Thank you for the 69-bit shadow, much appreciated. Give me a quick sec, guy. I returned! That chill down my spine apparently gave me really bad allergies. Let's go. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Maybe Francisca's busy whipping quote-unquote hottie. I wonder if... Nah, I don't think Gumshoe has anything relevant to say about the case now that he's been fired anyway. Look, it's my attorney's badge. Oh, it's a little tarnished, don't you think, pal? Don't worry, I'll make it all sparkly shiny again.
Oh boy.
I'm really touched. I don't think we have anything interesting to say about anything here at the moment, so I guess we'll just head to the hotel hottie clinic for now. March 22nd, Hottie Clinic, reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Why would they take Francisca here? Isn't she rich? I assume that she's rich enough that she can, like, go to a fancy, hospital instead of, like, a random clinic, right?
They probably didn't have many options to consider in the spur of the moment of being...
I guess. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Why are you still dressed as a doctor, asshole?
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Ah, hi. Hey, wait a second, you're...
Yes, I'm Director Hottie.
Why are you still here?
Yes, can I help you? You can tell me. Yes.
Can we knock out the rest of his teeth? Director Hottie! Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it?
Director, Francisca. How is Okay. I know Phoenix is stupid. So I already accepted the fact that he probably would think that that guy was actually Director Hottie. But Edgeworth, you're smarter than this, right? Please? How is Francisca von Karma?
You don't need to worry. Yeah, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally...
Edgeworth hasn't had a reason to question it yet. I can see 3 or 4 very obvious reasons why he should be questioning this, thank you.
Yes, and that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. Who is this? Dr. Hottie is an is a patient at the clinic impersonating Director Hottie, the director of this clinic. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secrets.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified.
Yes. He's also a massive pervert. In the Japanese version, he was also horny for Pearl. So, yeah. Pearl, I really hope you're not here right now. And if you are, please hide behind our back.
But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all,
And that's when I snuck up on her Do you people see why I hate this guy? I see. Ah, but she's really cute, too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Please! Please go away! Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. I hate this. Please drop dead. Hey! Randy seems good. Go back to your room. You're so mean. You're so mean, my frisky Friska. I feel very awkward reading his lines, guys. Very, very awkward. Okay, yes. It's time for my IV drops. Yes. Well, Franziska, you look well. And what are those tulips doing in your hand? Aww. Phoenix is sweet. Ah, I knew I shouldn't have come here. I was shot in front of the courthouse, in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. Maybe in your family, Franziska.
Ouch.
I've even had full intentions of running the trial this morning.
But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he has simply interested in stealing my case. Aww. Edgeworth cares about Franny. That's sweet. You should never have come here. Literally everyone in Skyrim. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. By taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Ongard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. You have proof that I made such a deal? Technically. You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. Technically, it'd be over in our favor. All the while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime. That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective. To find Ongard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means.
Boy, doesn't that sound familiar.
Miss Von Karma. Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Ongard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she was now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak... That's a bit of a dog kicker. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me...
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth? Well, he's mad. You know what'll make Edgeworth feel better, though? Take a look at this shiny new attorney badge! I've been put in charge of this case, so I can't give you any help or regards to any clues. You sure are hard-nosed, totally different from Detective Gumshoe. And that is why he was fired. He's got a point, though. Imagine if a prosecutor walked into Ride & Co right now and it's like, demands Gumshoe to give give them all of our evidence, and he totally does do that out of pure willingness. Alright, what you got to say about this? What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far? But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that is why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. I don't think he's necessarily wrong either, to be perfectly honest. When you go to court, you can't exactly let stuff like that get in the way of the truth. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. What are you talking about? He gets angry at all the witnesses he calls up that refuse to give them their name and occupation. Witness, that card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time! That card? What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. And next day on WikiLeaks, a special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called... Oh, his name actually is the Killer? Shelly the Killer! Shelly the Killer! Oh my god. I am disgusted. And just as his name states, he is a killer. An assassin. The best at that. An assassin? And now it's
the ultimate assassin.
The ultimate assassin? Oh shoot, who was the ultimate assassin in Danganronpa again? I forget. Oh, you're stealing that for a D&D NPC. Do it. Was placed next to the victim at the time of the murder. Miss Andrews was carrying it. Alright, so what about them? Who is this Shelly the Killer? Oh my god, I hate it. Ultimate Assassin.
So I don't know how many people have played V3 here.
Oh, alright, yeah, fair enough. No spoilers for Danganronpa V3, everyone. The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. So it's kind of like Kira then?
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So, because his professional name is Shelly... God damn it! Fucking goddamn Shelly! Shelly is a freaking Team Aqua admin! He leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Shelly's the Killer's Japanese surname is literally Assassin. Huh, interesting.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it's part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured that it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. Yeah, his name is Deadpool. Whoa! I take that back. I don't think Deadpool is honorable at all. So, you think this assassin, Kuroshia Sazemon is the full... Oh, wow. Okay. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the car basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly the killer, huh? I'm surprised Phoenix hasn't busted a gut laughing yet. Well... Edgeworth disclosed the information to us. Might as well tell him about Maya, I guess. Aren't ninjas technically the Japanese term for assassin? I think. I'm not 100% on that, but I think you might be right about that, Shadow. I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really?
Aww, Edgeworth is a good friend. Ninjas are a specific type of assassin, and even then, there are a different word for the female ninja. Yeah, they're shinobi. Shit, you're right! Damn it, I got shinobi and konoichi mixed up. Whoops!
Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Yeah, I know it's konoichi. I blanked out for a moment there. Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Phoenix, why are you so soon?
Life is on the line here.
I know. Stop being so tsundere for your boyfriend. So soon. Not enough dare.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Kurita was killed by Shelly the killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Ongard, your own client. I knew it! Your chat delay is 3 seconds. Sorry about that, not Shadow, Red. You guys generally can see how much of a delay it is based on the time your comment appears on my side. Please, stop! I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they'll let you in. Letter of introduction. The scene from Edgeworth allows bearer to freely investigate the crime scene. Yay! Why is this part of the court record? In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. I understand why Phoenix doesn't want Edgeworth to send out a rescue team, because, like, the killer technically specifically said don't go to the cops about this or Maya's life is forfeit, but still. It's just bad juju all around.
Mr. Nick? You think Mr. Ongard hired an assassin?
No! no way! I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have a Psylocke. Yeah, I guess not. Technically, what he said was that he didn't do the murder. He didn't say anything about causing the murder.
Mm-hmm.
Maya. Please. All I ask is you make it home safe and sound. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, but he's just making that up. Like how Nick... Good luck, Maya.
Oh, that. Ouch.
Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to take a good look around. Maya, just run. Run, 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 run. Just run, please. That's a teddy bear over there. What is this place? Why is
To be
there
honest, I don't even know if Maya should be attempting to escape in the first place. That might just aggravate the kidnapper even more.
That's true. I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. That's a doggy door. Do you think Maya can fit through a doggy door? I mean, she is 18. I know, actually, does the wiki say how tall Maya is? Ugh, locked. Of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Maybe she should, like, tone down on the burgers, wouldn't you say? I love how your first thought is how much floor space there is for VR, Bermsai. It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but these kind of feel like videotapes. All of them. Just what kind of room is this? Well, it's obviously the killer's movie room, you know? How can you say that when she has a separate stomach for burgers? Not wrong, Kojun. Maya is only 5 feet 1 inch tall? She's 18! How is she that short? That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? Figurine, stuffed teddy bear, tomato, right? I think it's a bear. Aw, how cute! But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. Oh. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Oh. Maya. No.
Only you can solve the riddle of the Millennium Teddy Bear.
What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what can I just say though? I just realized we're technically in control of Maya. I don't think we've ever seen this before. This is awesome.
Yeah, we are.
But what's an antenna doing here? Oh hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch is on this thing. Drat. There goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. This is what you get for ignoring computer lessons with Phoenix, Maya. There's a framed... Wait a second, that picture frame looks familiar. Huh. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste. Okay, guys, I guess this means we're going to be streaming Celeste next time, right? I bet this could be a clue. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Ah, that's the face of evil right there. It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways? You mean... Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin. No way! You're lying! I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! It's 7:04 p.m. He should be calling us right about now. Mr. Nick? Oh yes, Pearls? I caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now, I believe I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Onguard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too! Okay. I guess we can take a quick peek around the Hottie clinic for a bit. This must be the waiting area. It's gotta be the feeling of one of those and our sofas lined up. I don't see all that many patients.
Yes, well, visiting hours are over, that's why.
It's time for nightly consultations to begin. Mine, that is. Can we please throw him out a window? Oh, so what did you say, Gaddy?
Can we leave?
Oh, dude, you're going super robot on my end right now. Alright, well, while Gaddy fixed that. Isn't there anyone keeping an eye on this guy? This patient is undergoing rehabilitation.
Wasn't that patient standing in the same spot the last time you came to
Visit? Yeah, it's almost as if he's a background element of a 2D image, guys.
Doesn't look like they've moved any closer to the reception desk, huh? Is this clinic really doing anything? Is the patient really getting better?
Hey, don't just cut into my monologue like that. I'm explaining things here.
Sorry, yes, most sorry, yes,
Can we prosecute this guy? Like, I know we're technically a defense lawyer, but still. I wonder where that doorway down there leads to.
Oh, that's the x-ray room, yes.
How do you know what I was thinking?
Yes, well, it's because that's the x-ray room, yes.
There is something very peculiar about this guy. Because I know it's not me. This is the clinic's reception desk, but it doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. On the wall is this month's word to the wise. Put your best foot forward. Putting this up at a general clinic like this doesn't really mean much, does it? And that's really insulting for a guy who's walking around with clutches. Alright, guess we're done here. Kinda sucks that we have to go back to writing co in order to get to the detention center though. March 22nd, detention center, visitors room. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aww.
I have too many questions I need to ask.
I'm sorry,
But I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. Message? It's from Matt Ongard. Here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shoot. Who would name their cat you know what, to be fair, I have a friend who names their cat Stinky Butt, so...
Hey, there's a cat down at the Criminal Affairs Department named Missile.
You're not... Wait, you mean a dog,
No,
right?
that's a dog.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Just a slip of the tongue.
I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
This is terrible! Let's hurry and we have to feed this cat!
Yes, Pearl. Actually, like, real talk, I don't know how long cats can live without food, so it probably would be a very good idea to rush back to give him some food.
I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
It's been over a day. I think she'd be starving. Yeah, I guess. Please feed my cat Shu. My house is just a little ways down from the hotel. A client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. I mean, no one else would exactly be able to check up on the cat besides us, can we? Oh well. Do we actually have to go to the hotel in order to get to his house? That's such a weird way to transition there, but okay. March 22, Gatewater Hotel, hotel lobby.
All right now, Mr. Nick, let's go look for clues.
Pearl, didn't we want to rush over to, like, Matt's house to feed his cat?
We have to for Mystic Maya's sake.
But cat! You shall not pass! Well, she's certainly as old as Gandalf, right?
Has none of the charisma.
None? It's Oldbag!
Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-haired pettifog.
Pettifogger? What the hell is a pettifogger? I'm an English major and I've never even heard of a pettifogger.
Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although, I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised.
But,
Pettifogger is apparently an inferior legal practitioner. Especially one who deals with petty cases or employs dubious practices. So, she's not wrong.
Whoops. Well, good to know. Stuff like this and the third game are why the logos start de-emphasizing Phoenix after the first game. If you check the words, Phoenix Wright becomes smaller and Ace Attorney becomes larger. Huh, good to know. Top 10 last things you want to see before you die. Valentine's to run into this old bag of bones. Why now?
Keep your hands off me! This helmet is airtight. No air's getting in and no air's getting out. How?
Surprised she breathes considering how much she runs her mouth then.
Exactly! Then why do you keep putting it on?
Don't you think you can get me to move with silly questions?
You ever feel like Oldbag is probably going to be a winner of a Darwin Award one of these days?
You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by.
You have to overcome my Shoryuken if you hope to defeat me. I'm not hearing this. You think the helmet will explode from how much hot air she blows? Nice. Alright, we'll deal with you later. Let's go worry about the cat. March 22, On Guard Mansion, living room. He has a mansion? Oh my god.
He's a famous TV star.
I guess, but you'd think that, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying that if I ever become rich and famous, I would live humbly. I would live in a normal little suburban neighborhood, just somewhere comfortable. I don't need anything fancy. Save all my cash. That's just how I like to live.
At the very least, I just want to live on an island. Just veg out on the beach.
That sounds pretty nice, too. Island party, everybody! We can quarantine ourselves there.
I'll go turn on a light.
What? I mean, I know this house is owned by a Kamen Rider actor, but who hangs a motorcycle in the middle of their living room?
Also, guest appearance from the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess on the right.
Oh yeah, I totally see him. Wow.
Also,
So
I think that's the evil magistrate.
I think so too, actually. If anybody realized you have lots of money, then a normal suburban neighborhood is a poor pick. That's why Zuckerberg had to buy the surrounding houses too for security. You know what? That's fair, I guess. Wow. So this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Also, I just noticed off on the left that Matt on Guard has a self-portrait of himself.
Oh my god, he does.
Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shoo the kitty cat. Shoo.
Oh my god, that cat meow is adorable. So I guess this is Shoo.
Aw, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoo.
Aw, that's adorable.
Hee.
Cat seems like pearls. Pardon me. Fuck! Oh, shit. Well. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, so? I'm not sure if you realize this, but that door with the little dog door, that looks familiar. May I help you with something, Mr. Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Onguard's lawyer. The masters meant you must be Mr. Right. Yes? Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler. John Doe. Ah, yes, that's a real name. Nice to meet you.
Totally a real name.
God damn it, Phoenix. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Onguard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. How is it that Phoenix doesn't remember this guy being the person that led Maya away at the hotel? I'm fairly sure he would have noticed the freaking stitch track on the center of his face. You know, I would have thought Mr. Onguard the kind to have a maid over a butt. I mean, to be fair, I'd rather have a maid too. Okay. I guess you're right, Red. Different uniform, different person. Fair enough, I guess.
If we get Chlorica around here, we could have both.
That's a very cute cat you have here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoo. And, anything else? No, not especially. Oh god, if we call him up to the stand, he's totally going to just say this over and over again, isn't he?
And it's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat.
Well, then I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. That snow crumbled in a ball and thrown away. Oh, can we throw it at Shu? I'm sure if Shu would like to play with it.
Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now.
Oh, we should probably get going ourselves.
So young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law.
But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all.
Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be.
They sure don't.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
A giant bicycle is flying through the air!
That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own.
Really? Wow!
But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly.
Oh, that's too bad.
Gotta bring some realism into this, even though, you know, she's a literal spirit channeler. I've gotten the foods and eaten it. Now you'll watch me and make sure no one spoils a thing. Lake, I got spoiled. Shadow just told me this is a motorcycle. I thought it was a bike.
How could you?
How could you spoil this for me, Shadow? There's another door over there.
You shouldn't go wandering off over there, Mr. Nick.
Yes, Pearls. Now, I know how Maya feels whenever I tell her to stop playing around.
Ah! There are masks here!
Yeah,
That's exactly like you weren't prudent enough.
You are you failed at your job. You remove your mod chip right this instant. Don't actually, I do not have the time to set up another mod chip for you. It can't be a motorcycle, you don't see a dual disc on it. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess, and yeah, it was the Evil Magistrate.
Nice.
They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo Old Tokyo.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick.
Not by choice. I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. Onguard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shu?
The door, it's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? What's with me and feeling inferior today? I can totally imagine Phoenix doing his sweat sprites right now.
Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here.
I wasn't even selecting that. I was selecting the picture frame. That's actually a fireplace.
How are they different, Mr. Nick?
You know, I never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it.
You should come and visit Fay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do.
Yeah, I totally was highlighting over the picture frame. Oh well, regardless of the fact. Not much else to examine around here. Man, imagine if Maya just started screaming right now as we were walking out, though. And she did not. Rip. Alright, I guess time to continue the investigation. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh wow, maybe this actually does take place in the Pokemon universe. There's Rattata everywhere.
Ah! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
But we're like maybe 5 feet away from you. Maybe a llama's length. You should search around for Twitch for one. Maybe sometime in the future if I ever get more emote spaces to work with. Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Yeah, I'm not going to get anything out of her. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. This Oldbag, if you would look at.
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of...
Can you put your helmet back on? I do not need to see this face of yours. We do not need to see horny Oldbag. Lake, enough with your shit posting. We do not talk shit about our best girl Maya.
Edgy poo?
Again, can we throw her out? Ugh, is that her perfume pheromone Diamore I smell? Ugh. Hear that, or she's sweating up a ton inside that helmet. Oldbag pisses me off, Lake. Let's see here.
Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct this investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around! You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. Looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
Pearl, please, do not ship an old lady with Edgeworth. Actually, I'm legitimately curious how many people have actually shipped Oldbag with Edgeworth, because I am horrified if so. Don't recall the anime.
I'm totally not going to fanfiction.net right now. No siree.
Oh my god, Gaddy. Lake, not you too. What's up with you two? Oh boy, that may be, but you never know. But you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. Oh my god, Pearl slapped us again. Anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
What do you want now? What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go into On Guard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wonder if there's a team in charge of investigating the killer. Blake! No! What have you done? Have you seen things no mortal person is meant to see?
There are exactly 11 fanfictions on fanfiction.net with Edgeworth and Oldbag in the tags. You're welcome.
11? These go up to 11! Oh my god. We have this. I think we have found what was inside the Ark of the Covenant. Lake, is your face still there? It hasn't melted off, has it? Lake, do not post it in my loot channel! You are not posting it in my loot channel! You are not posting it in my loot channel!
Let's move on.
Thank you for the 69-bit shadow. So you don't go in there, set one foot in there, and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Oh god! Oh god, why? So lewd. So much lewd. Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
I swear, if Twy is currently streaming, I am going to raid with Edgeworth Cross Oldbag fanfiction. Probably because the police's team is scouring the clues about the killer. Probably nothing in here too. There's no point in really investigating. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Oh, hey Lada.
Hey, city boy.
Lada, why are you still here?
Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats and starves on their ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen.
When something smells, you always go to the Gatewater Hotel. Wait, I think I misused that phrase.
Also, I'll be right back.
No problem, man. Take care. Legit complaint. I wish the 3DS trilogy would have said what happened to Lada. Is this a random question, but is Lada's final appearance in Justice for All?
But do you have a camera? Reckon given. A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know?
Lots of characters we haven't seen since Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Lada's an Ace Investigations 1 regular. I see.
So I hang around here. Speaking of cameras and feet in the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief?
Why can't you drop that thief thing already?
Nope, sorry, no can do. Only thing I want to see is a steaming hand towel.
What? A steaming hand towel?
Need one for my eyes. Today just ain't a good day for my eyes to be looking at stuff.
Hey, Lake, do you need a steaming hand towel for your face after what you saw earlier? How convenient. Maybe I'll have to use that one next time you show me something. I want to ask you about the night of the murder.
What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got?
Lada, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not?
Well, kinda, but...
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them.
Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So, about the note that was inside your camera case.
Oh, that ditty I wrote?
Yeah, can I believe what you've written?
Yeah, I mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady onto Corrida?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon you best not be believing that.
What?
Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind.
That's gotta mean whenever I stream, I just say whatever pops in my mind. I just have to be careful to self-censor myself a little bit. Can't go too lewd now, can I?
Whatever came to mind?
According to what you talked about the 3DS trilogy, I see why they ignored the OG trilogy characters, but you, like, missed them. I think it's not necessarily that they don't want to use the OG trilogy characters. I think it's more of a matter of they would have to recreate all the character sprites with 3D models. So welcome back, Addy.
Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldo.
What? Are you eating? I'm just going to assume yes. And how dare you refer to me as wholesome? I am very lewd, I'll have you know. Ace Attorney 5 even ignored 90% of Ace Attorney 4, so I think it's just the writing staff changing. Yeah, but isn't like Shu, I think his name is Takemi? I forgot his last name. Takemi? Regardless, I think he's returning to the Ace Attorney series, isn't he?
Oh, so when I click my tongue like that, it's because I'm testing my mic.
Oh, I see. Still curious if we'll get something after Spirit Justice. It's been 4 years and 0 news. Well, to be fair, they've also been busy with the great Ace Attorney stuff, and we haven't gotten any of those games localized, sadly enough. They're probably working on HD 3D models for the Switch, I imagine.
Hey, what's with y'all? Y'all staring at me like my grandpa used to.
What did your grandpa stare at you for? Huh.
Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here?
You'd love at least a second HD trilogy of Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies, and Spirit Justice. Same. I don't want to have to, yeah. I don't want to have to, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
It's honestly just a major inconvenience that those games are stuck on the 3DS's eShop, digital only at that.
I mean, they also have released HD versions of those games on iOS and Android, I think.
I think you're right.
Ah, my baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? That guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me.
Well, that's kind of how it is.
Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, aren't ya? So put in good words for me and get me back my camera.
You want me to do what?
Listen, knock the guy real good for about 5 hours and I'll guarantee you he'll give it back.
Not wrong. Why don't you do your own dirty work? The entire series is on mobile. Yeah, what Barmside said.
Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you then.
And you too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay.
Pearl is such a precious cinnamon bun. She should not be exposed to all these murders and backstabbings at such a tender young age. She's a precious pretzel, exactly.
If you happen to find yourself a camera.
Would you please just leave already? There's no point investigating. We're not going to get any info out of this area. I guess we'll head into Corita's room to see what we find. Besides, you know, bears! Hello?
Mr. Nick?
What is that otherworldly, ghastly moan? Did we just find a Gengar?
I hate evil ghosts.
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon. I mean, it's a demon. A definite type of demon. I mean, as a spirit channeler, she would obviously hate evil ghosts, otherwise, because like an evil ghost is basically what caused her mother to be taken away from her, technically, right?
Excuse me, watch who you're calling a demon, brat. Ah! Like Zoink Scoob is the alien. Who are you calling an alien?
You ever feel like Ace Attorney is if Scooby-Doo dealt with murders instead of real estate land deals? Oh, It's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here?
What's wrong with you youngins today?
Does that make Scooby then Charlie?
No. Okay. I imagine Phoenix is Fred. Edgeworth is Daphne. Maya is Shaggy. Who would be Velma? Let's say Emma is Velma? Sure, let's say Emma is Velma, and Scooby can be Gumshoe. Yeah, Gumshoe is our Scooby.
I came down here to pay my respects to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me.
Let me disturb you more by flashing my attorney badge.
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Man, I miss Emma.
I miss Emma too. Does she ever show up again outside of the Rise from the Ashes, outside of the
She
original?
does.
Oh, yay, she comes back, yay! Please, anything would be helpful. Well then, how about I tell you about my measurement?
I'm sorry, I just blanked out for a few seconds there. I don't remember what happened. What's going on?
Oh yeah, she does ship in Spirit Justice, so you should know.
I mean, I know she shows up in Spirit of Justice. I was wondering about the original trilogy. Ace Attorney Investigations was originally going to be an Emma game? Really? That's a surprise. I mean, I really like Emma a lot, but I didn't think she was popular enough to get her own spin-off, potentially.
She did introduce like some forensics mechanics in Rise of the Ashes.
Not wrong. In terms of OG trilogy, she is not shown. That's a shame. Please, tell me about the night of the murder just one more time.
I talked about it plenty at a trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer in her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it.
Do you think Pearl is basically taking notes this entire time?
Now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, all right.
Now I've seen everything.
But you know,
What we call bias.
But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business, so it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Krita.
He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts. In my book.
Is she implying that he has a big package? That he's rocking the large Johnson? That he's got a massive pecker? Other innuendo for boners?
You could say he's got a big one. That's all I got.
I'm upset that you went for the pun, but I also love it. But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Ongard.
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him.
Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick,
What is it, Pearls?
the presents, they're all bears, right?
He's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Krita's presents from his fans seem to be bears.
Oh, that's because he can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Do you think Juan finds it unbearable?
we already got all these out last stream.
I feel like there's some really obvious bear puns that we're missing out on. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's a little possum, don't you think? I'm sure he's really chewing at the bit about this. He's really he's really clawing his way out of this this bear situation, wouldn't you think?
I think you need to stop right now before you get a boo-boo.
Oh god, were you around during Maniacal's stream last night? Because, we kind of dived into some interesting lore. Bears? Why bears?
You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded.
Barehanded with a bear.
Oh, Lord.
Bear puns have officially gone to Bruin. Nice. Oh my god, I think I actually lost viewers from all those bad bear puns. Whoops.
Good.
If they can't appreciate a pun, I don't want them. I'm kidding, come back, I'm sorry.
He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out, down by a river going, "Heh, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too."
Did all that really happen?
It's all in his biography, bub.
What a load of crock.
Ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents.
Yeah, nice bears. I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. I want a bear clock now. What is that infernal racket? Tag yourself and bears, your Uncle Bear. I am Brother Bear.
It's one of those presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
8 p.m. Wait a second! 8 p.m.? Huh. That startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. It's like basically whenever I get an alert that gives me a heart attack. Oh, Grizz, as in like Grizz from We Bare Bears? Oh man, that show's actually really good. People should watch more of it.
8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
I'm sure it flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver! Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya! How is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So, it would seem my present did you no good.
No! Missing Maya!
One more day, please! All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please! Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's all right. All right. Then, a little... What's with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems... is... bad... connections? Damn it, did the transceiver just suddenly break? Oh, excuse me.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, it became nothing but static.
Oh, look, it's me.
Oh, hey, it's you, Gaddy. I didn't know you were an Ace Attorney character. Oh god, you're an Ace Attorney character. Do you have enough gimmicks to make yourself not a murder target?
Maybe.
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. Sooner the better. Oh, I know, a perfect electronics expert. Yeah. That's bad. All right, looks like we're not going to get any information from here either. I guess we can try... Ugh, who do we know that knows electronics? March 22nd, police station, criminal affairs department.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass the victims list around. You gotta be kidding, there's over 100 people on here!
Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Ongard really that big and bad of a criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. I don't think we're going to get any information from here either. I guess we'll try the detention center. Nobody's here. Okay, well, I'm out of ideas.
Just one person.
What? Prosecutor Von Karma was shot in front of the courthouse? Who did it? Who shot her? I have a sneaking suspicion that even Gumshoe could do this guy's job. You know, Gumshoe at least works hard. Like, he may not be competent, but he at least tries his best. So, we can give him credit for that, right? Oh, dude, like, same. Pearl's cry makes me so sad all the time. These are detective skid asks, not much here. That must be one of the detectives. Well, very well. Now, why do you want to work for our company? Well, that would have to be because I would like to help this company grow. Oh my god, detective's trying to find a new job.
Oh dear. While he's at work, that's ballsy.
You know what? You know, every time I come across, like, babes in uniform, I'm like, ooh, what kind of babes? Doesn't look like we have anything else to work with here. Detention center has nothing. I guess we can head back to the law offices and see if, Gumshoe has anything. Hey, welcome back, pal! I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's... what?
Moment of truth, it's time for the instant noodles.
Saw the sprite, I'm guessing, the phoenix with his head in his hand. Dude, that was heartbreaking for me. I have never seen that before. If it showed up in the 3DS games, I completely forgot about it. A rich man's luxury full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops.
Oh, hi, Neo King.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Neo King. Oh my gosh, you are loud. How you doing?
Yeah, I am. I don't know why.
I have you raised up to 150% for some reason. Let me lower you down a bit.
You're not playing Animal Crossing, you're playing Apollo Justice, Justice for All.
This isn't even Apollo Justice's game.
Oh, I got it. It's Miles Edgeworth. 500%.
You're getting close, but no, your 500% is in the negatives.
Okay, I got it. Danganronpa.
You got it right.
Yeah!
Looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You gotta be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Well, you're definitely more helpful than you, King, at the moment.
Listen. To capture a game capture, you gotta scale it accordingly to the game. That's all I know right now.
Yes.
I don't know. Let's see. What kind of Neo King advice can we give you?
What are Gumshoe's measurements? I mean, he said anything.
I wonder...
5'2".
Gumshoe is not 5'2".
Okay. Alright.
Gumshoe, so... What
Are
kind
we
of...
talking like the peen, or are we talking like the actual gumshoe?
The actual
Yes.
Gumshoe, yes.
Oh, yeah, he's like 8 foot or some shit. I don't know. The man's a massive unit.
It's a unit of a man.
He's got that
Yeah.
Gamagori ass height.
Alright. Why do you have a bloody egg?
Why do I have a bloody egg? What?
Well, in your inventory.
That was not an egg, that was a goddamn knife.
Wait, what? That's
Yeah.
a knife? No,
It-
the thing but next to the knife. Three pages down, or next to the files.
It's a button.
Okay.
It's a Mickey Mouse button.
So did someone just get stabbed with a fucking plastic knife?
It's not a plastic knife, it's a gold-colored steel knife, and this is how he died. Also, the guy who died was basically a Kamen Rider character who was also a ninja and a guitar player who sang to animals and people loved him.
The monster.
Who would kill such a true hero of the people?
I blame you, Limit.
Me?
You influencing the kids to kill all the common riders. Someone says W, you're like, stab him. Fucking knife him.
If they say henshin, I want them to die.
Yeah.
Henshin.
Monster.
Edgeworth, for some reason, went pale the instant he saw this card. Hey, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what you look at it, I'd say it's a picture of a shell.
Good job,
Gumshoe?
Gumshoe.
He's a real gumshoes. That's it. Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that?
Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right?
As I suspected, Gumshoe still has no clue.
Ace Detective.
Ace Detective. When are we going to get that as a spin-off? Oh wow, apparently Gumshoe is a flat 6 feet tall.
Wow, I'm actually right.
Are you taller than Gumshoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Neo King, like, I think you're like, what, 6'2" or something like that? I forget how tall you actually are.
I'm taller than CJ and Maniacal.
When's the last time you measured your height?
Like a month ago, but I can't remember.
What was it then?
Still 6 foot. I really haven't grown. Most people I meet are generally shorter than me. So.
Well, apparently, if you were 6'2", you'd be as tall as Burmsai.
I feel like wait, how tall is Burmsai?
6'2".
All right, 6'15".
Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal. When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself.
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Gumshoe does not know how to make anything better than instant noodles, but he knows about electromagnetic interference.
Yeah, pal.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your buddy, friend.
I'm not your friend, pal. I mean,
I'm not
guy.
your acquaintance. Yeah, we butchered that quote.
Yeah, we really did. Electromagnetic interference? So...
Are you saying magnetic? Electromagnetic interference or magnetic interference?
I might have said magnetic.
You said magnetic.
Listen, just because I know words doesn't mean I know how to say those words. I don't know how to say philosophy, for example.
You just said it right.
Yeah, but whenever I usually say, I say philosophical.
I knew you were saying something weird the other day. What was it? Reflexical? Yeah, that shit.
I didn't say reflexical. I
You
said
reflexical. I knew.
I said reflexical.
You said it again!
Because you put it in my head that I said it. It's all your fault.
No, you said it without me telling you. It's just like it's just like the frowny face shit. You just do it on instinct.
I can't help
He
it.
does it reflexively, is what you're saying.
I was trying
Yeah.
to. Yeah. Listen, I don't reflexively say reflexical. I can't talk. But it's all because of Neo King. Once Neo King enters the call, my IQ drops like 100.
No. I'm
Yes.
giving you fucking 3D audio while I'm telling you no. Bitch, you fucking said reflexical.
I
That
said
was all on you. You English major my ass.
I am a goddamn fucking genius compared to you.
Listen. Electrical magnetical?
Electrical magnetical is
Yeah.
That is a word. Electrical not electrical, electromagnetic. Oh my god, you got me saying it now. Because you said it wrong first! You said it wrong first and you got me doing it.
That's on you, boy.
You said it wrong first! God damn it. Read this word for me.
Computer.
You don't know how to say computer.
Computer. It says, you said read that word. That's how it's spelled out. I read it as phonetically as possible. But you read electrical magnetical.
Listen. It's called a slip of the tongue.
No. If that's a slip of the tongue, then all those frowny faces are a slip of the tongue. And that's weird because that's an entire face.
It's a slip of the face.
Does anyone know how to say boorah?
Boo what?
Boobies.
Bootylicious.
The overboob.
The underboob. So the room you...
Boo boo, baby.
Did you say honey boo boo?
Attention to boo boo, baby.
Oh god, yes. So the room you were in when the interference to the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I couldn't mute myself in time, I'm sorry about that. Something like a listening device or something. Ah,
Listening device.
I said listening! You stop gaslighting me, you son of a bitch!
Blake, thanks for gifting us sub to Gumshoe is my god.
What the hell, dude? Thank you so much for the gift sub. Really appreciate it. Oh my god. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Krita's room, the scene of the murder.
If Gumshoe is God, does that mean that Edgeworth is God's god? And that I am his best friend, so therefore Jesus? I assume God's best friend would be Jesus, right?
So his son is his best friend?
I mean, does God have any best friends? I don't think so. So he has
The
to
Holy Spirit.
he has to become best friends with his son.
No, the Holy Spirit. Or Michael.
Listen,
Or Gabriel. Or Urzel.
no,
Or Azrael.
no, they're all his servants. They're not his best friend.
But what about a fucking Michael? Isn't he like the right-hand man to God? What about Mikey?
He's a party dude.
Are you telling me that Jimmy's not best friends with God himself?
I mean, technically, everyone is friends with God, but who does God consider besties with him? Also, I completely missed the entire conversation right now. Where am I supposed to go right now? Oh.
That was where the transceiver started acting funny.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're finally here, pal, performing for you.
You. It's the first member of the DK crew.
Yeah, but everybody here are bears. They're not Kongs.
Duh.
Guh-huh, guh-huh.
Go?
I can't believe you did a really perfect impersonation of the guh-huh, Gaddy.
It scares me.
Gaddy, why are you the best voice actor?
I don't know if I'm the best.
The best of you.
You.
You have the, bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal, then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. The outside, I mean, so yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item! Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper.
It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, by who? Me? Jesus, how technologically smart is Gumshoe?
Smarter than you.
He clearly is. But I can cook better than he can. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But... this is... If I ever get more emote slots, I'm probably going to turn, like, my booty emote into an actual normal tier 1 emote. Because as of now, I think only I have access to it since it's a tier 3, sadly. But you can't set the sensitivity, so it's going to beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic... God damn it! Electromagnetic waves. Don't you snicker at me.
Well, he's not snickering at you.
That is the chuckle of a madman.
I just realized Gumshoe is my god is the boss.
Oh my god, he is. I mean, oh my gumshoe, he is.
But isn't it better that way?
Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or something other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal.
So we're gonna find it, right?
Right, now, first, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the A button to lock onto it. What's the A button? Is it any button? I assume it's the any button. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm gonna go and stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Lamp check. Listening device, nope.
Lamp.
I got a lamp.
There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick?
Yeah.
And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful?
Damn you, Nick.
How dare you, Nick? You and your stupid rat fetish.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I'll be more conscious from now on. Sorry.
What a huge bitch.
Well, obviously the phone would have radio waves. I'm not even going to bother checking the phone. Now I'll check it anyway.
A cell phone?
What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
I'm sorry, I've never seen one
Before, stop picking on the 8-year-old girl, Nick.
God damn, it's like talking to Lugig or Nick or Dinah.
Is Dinah even that young?
I fucking don't remember his age.
I don't think he ever said how old he is.
I think he's like about like older than you.
I don't think he's older than me. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so, well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Well, obviously the radio's going to have some... Hello, what's this?
Ah, what a lovely bear!
That just growled in our face. Well,
That's the question.
What's a cell phone? You see, it's a phone for cells. You know Osmosis Jones? He has a cell phone. Any phone he has, that's a cell phone. There you go. Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots.
It's a robot? A real robot?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Mr. Nick,
Yes.
how many horsepowers is it? How many horsies?
Horsies? The 3. They're all water types. Well, look, it's a bear, so, Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say, but let's take the receiver apart first before we get our step ahead of
Why are there
ourselves.
so many goddamn bears in this room?
Basically the common writer who died, so he was known for wrestling a real-life bear and becoming best friends with it, so everybody loved him for that, so they gift him bear gifts.
Ah.
Yeah. Why does Limit Heart have a beard?
I'm gonna be honest, it looked like a mango or a lump of fruit at first glance.
A phone is a common place for a listening device. Damn, I wonder if there's any cases where a phone had a listening device. Lake, thank you for the hint.
Wow, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing up part to Gumshoe. Ah, so Nick, it destroys
Nick's green
things.
with a beard kind of looks like Kabuto.
Kinda does, actually.
I thought it was having like a fucking like Conker's hockey like seizure happening.
No. And I thought it had to be in the phone too. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV of all places.
Looks like the TV was left on and it's now showing an old samurai movie.
Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones. International movies, because totally this is for, this totally takes place in America,
Look,
right?
America exists.
Well, I mean, it could be Turner Classic Movies.
Does Turner Classic Movies really play Japanese movies?
Foreign films, yes.
Do they actually? Oh my god, I love the beard on the smug one. That's so good.
You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I want to study Japanese.
God fucking damn it!
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo!
I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy her dream.
The radio's on is playing something. Oh, it's Kids Questions Corner.
Oh, dude, it's perfect for you, Neo King.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said kids, your O sounded a bit like Skeletor there.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, not Stalfos, Lysalfos.
Professor, why is the Earth round?
It's not. It is flat.
And thus, a bunch of angry letters were written.
Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Oh my god, even Phoenix doesn't know.
Greetings, Professor.
Hamburgers and jelly donuts. What more do you want?
Thank you for the 3 bits, Shadow.
It doesn't seem to be anything giving off.
What? Are you sure? It seemed to be increasing when I moved closer to this guy. Oh, it was at the refrigerator. There we go. Why is there radio waves coming out of the refrigerator of all places?
Do you not know about the person who lives in the refrigerator? He goes, yeah. Come on, get your lore straight.
Well, shoot, you're right. Oh, so hey, Tempora, how you doing, man?
Hello.
Hello, Temporal.
I really don't think the listening device is in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy fruit, vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like
Let's have
tomato juice.
You know the weird thing about this game, Neo King? Apparently, like, all the juices in the Ace Attorney games were also juice in the Japanese version. It's not actually wine.
Huh.
So it's not actually censorship.
I mean, orange juice exists in Japan. It's just that it's like, most times when they're not drinking orange juice, they're drinking orange beer. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Honestly, orange beer does taste a bit good. Like,
Never had it. You wouldn't do
it's
circle.
It's just beer with like orange flavoring, or like it's like a brand with orange flavoring in it, or a screwdriver.
A screwdriver.
That's a type of drink. It's vodka and orange juice.
Oh, I never heard of that before. Okay.
Yeah. They're very good. Mostly because, I guess like the vodka has a good taste to it, but also it's orange juice.
So it basically makes vodka more sweet then.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It's just, sort of remind me of something that happened a long time ago.
Oh.
Oh, right, the stupid freaking thinker clock. Well, anyway.
Nick sees a clock, he's like, man, I really wish that didn't bash that clock didn't bash someone in the head.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here.
Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in.
Are they trying to suggest that the rice cooker is cooking bread?
Listen, the fridge can be filled with orange juice, but that rice cooker's cooking some fucking good-ass French bread.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
Do you know how to use a rice cooker?
Yes!
Well, then you're wrong. You've been using it wrong. Do you not know the whole ancient Japanese method of sealing piccolo in a bread maker?
And all this time, I thought he was sealed in something else. Foolish as I.
Yeah.
Looks like it's...
You gonna finish your sentence?
No, I got nothing. What's this? It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo.
Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick?
That's what it seems like.
But I want to grow bigger and bigger.
Oh God. How many people have taken this screenshot and made lewd art out of this? Only monsters would make lewd art of Pearl.
Objection!
Lewd, I don't like lewd in chat. Tim Wholesome.
Thank you for the 69 bits, like. Okay, guys, we gotta ditch all the lewds in chat. We gotta keep this wholesome. Well, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you there. I have to eat meat, too. Oh. Listen, Phoenix has eaten plenty of meat, straight out of, like... Straight from freaking Edgeworth. He
What?
He eats Edgeworth's meat. There's no listening device in that.
Electrical magnetical.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
I have no idea what you even said.
Electrical magnetical.
Electrical maniacal. God damn it!
Electrical maniacal.
Electrical maniacal. Is that like if maniacal drops a toaster in a bathtub?
Yes!
Electronical communication. Now that's a good song.
Never heard of it before. Who sings it?
It's the Japanese opening to Mega Man 8.
Ooh, really? I need to go look that up later. Never actually heard it.
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So?
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick? What's a laptop?
Jesus Christ, you 8-year-old. Have you never seen a computer before?
She really hasn't.
Yes. She lived in the mountains.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I have ever seen.
It's probably like 3 times as tall as Pearl, really.
3 pearls tall.
3 pearls tall. That's our new measurement, guys. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean.
No, not yet, but this bear's eye is...
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we've got.
Avert your eyes, Pearl.
No, you can't! Such an act of violence.
Decapitation.
Oof, rip.
No!
Now he gets a good eye patch.
That's. Imagine ripping the eye out of a Tony Chopper plushie. It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. What a mitter? Phoenix, you have to know what a goddamn transmitter is, right? A transmitter, pal.
Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff?
So this tiny thing is a camera. Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So, it's a video camera. It runs on a battery which comes with...
Greetings, Professor.
Comes with a video camera.
Dab Phoenix is great. Maya is great. Oldbag is great. Gumshoe is great. Dab.
Thank you for the 3 bits of dab, like...
Dab.
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 Dapper Dan.
Shit, it's that boy.
Oh shit, there he goes. But there's no videotape.
Here we go again.
Aw shit, here we go again. This is the old...
Yours is mine.
Oh my god!
Kappa.
How many is that? Is that 28?
Yep, it's 28.
Thank you for the 28 bits, Link. Jesus Christ, dude. Really appreciate it, man. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder.
So, it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you know, you're right. Spy camera sent to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. to 1 hour was running at the time of the murder. So what is a transmitter? Does it have electromagnetical?
Now you're doing it on purpose.
Maybe. It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yep, let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? How's the time the award ceremony ended? There's no dead set, so it's been recording every night, I guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape! What? Hey, you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, pal! Transmitter changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data.
So, there was a camera in this bear's eye.
And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Kurita this present? I, don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out.
Oh.
Is there really no way to find out? Well, found a bunch of new evidence to work with, I guess. I've got it! What? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you going to do? I'm going to go around to the electronical shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Wait, what?
It's impossible.
It's awfully bright out for 9 p.m.
Maybe it's just like a bunch of street lights. People. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. My camera and transmitter were given to Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby! It's investigating time!
It's time to find a body.
Body has been discovered.
Ding dong bing bong.
I think that is an investigation.
No, that's wrong! I'm on fire, pal! My fingers are itching to go! Yeah!
I appreciate the fridge in there when you did that. Also, that was a pretty good yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my god, he just ran out.
Yeah.
But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake.
It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? You'll have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here, you fappy bastard?
Flap.
Flappy. He's a flappy bird. A rescue team has been created and deployed. Oh my god, you unlocked all the Lenas. I am concerned.
Just one more and you'll have all the 7 Chaos Lena.
He already has 7.
And now he's gonna get the 8 Chaos Lena. The only one that was showing up in No Limit Fighters.
There was actually an 8th Chaos Emerald in that?
Yeah, so there's 8 characters in Sonic Fighters. Sonic Knuckles, Amy, SBO, and then you got Bark Bean and Fang.
What about that cat girl? What's her name? Happy or something?
Honey was a cut character.
Oh, okay.
A cut character, but her data was still in the game. So people hacked the game to bring her back. However, in the, what was it? I think the
360 version?
360 version and like PS3 version, they added her as like they properly added her again.
Jeez,
Technically, Eggman and Rocket
fight.
Metal are fighting our characters too, and regular Metal. This has been your fun Sonic Fighters fact. The fun Sonic Fighters fact is that intro is the best.
Brought to you by Neo King. Yay!
Yay! Those first go.
Do you know this?
Campbell. Cancel. Campbell.
You're gonna cancel this game.
The
By the way-
investigation was canceled due to the virus.
By the way, weren't you planning on streaming tonight?
Okay, so let me explain why that stream got canceled today. So, streaming from RetroArch, kind of fucking stupid. So I'm used to OpenEMU where you can capture the game, and it kind of captures the whole entire game, so I don't have to modify anything size-wise or anything besides the game capture. Like the actual window of game capture in the OBS. So RetroArch does it by scale of the window. Because the game I was playing is an arcade game. Its scale is actually, if I can, I'm playing on full screen right now, but I think it is. Yeah. 640 by 480. So it's very small. Changing that, it fucks with the scaling on the window. And that that really messes with a lot of things. Also, launching RetroArch during the with OBS open doesn't show any game visual.
Oh, that sucks.
So, or game visual on my side, I can still see it on the stream and shit like that. So that became real
can you see it on OBS though?
Yeah, but I'd rather do it from the window I'm playing than from OBS. Also, OBS was all like janked with its scaling. Like imagine your layout right now, but what was it? Phoenix Wright was only like you can only see a corner of it, and it's also in the corner.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all fucked up. Also, the OBS and RetroArch have a fucking pissy fit with the audio. So until I can fix the two issues of I fixed both the scaling issue and everything else, but honestly, that was just like, I'll probably do it tomorrow and fix everything. Now I'm just practicing the game.
Alright, that's fair enough. I hope you can get it fixed because, like, I actually, real talk, if you were still going, I was going to actually raid you after this.
I figured. Yeah. I mean, it sucks, but it's I don't know. As long as it's not a Mac issue, I'm pretty fine with it. I can tell, like, inherently what is a Mac issue and what's not a Mac issue, you know?
That's fair.
This is all, like, RetroArch being really fucking stupid.
Yeah, emulators can be a pain. I can understand that. So, what are your thoughts on the killer being called Shelly D. Killer?
That is a great name. What does the D stand for?
Dick.
No, it stands for D.
The big
we'll have
D?
to wait until like 900 plus chapters to figure out what the hell the D stands for. Even then, we still don't know.
It's a tiny D, though.
D. Nah. Shelly D. Killer.
Shelly D. Killer. And that is the perfect time for the to be continued because we're calling the stream here. All right. I think it's time for the final trial. Day in Spanish is of, so it's technically Shelly of Killer.
So, like, Shelly of House Killer.
I thought Neo King would know that. He is Hispanic.
Honestly, I did not know that. I am Hispanic, but I vaguely know Spanish at times.
That's fine. All right. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. This was fun. Next stream, it's going to be Link's Awakening, so we're not going to be doing Justice for All until next Monday or Tuesday. I'll be sure to give you guys a heads up about that. If there's changes to the schedule, you can find me on Twitter at NoLimit42, where I post stream updates and general shenanigans. Alternatively, drop into our Discord server, where we talk about anything and everything. Neo King, Gaddy, thanks for joining on CoComs.
No problem.
No problem.
All right. With that being said, though, I forgot you were going to stream Akatsuki BlitzConf.
Yep. That's tomorrow. Be sure to check that out.
When are you starting?
I don't know. Maybe in the afternoon. Probably.
All right.
Or in the afternoon tonight, or whatever time I feel like it. But yeah.
All right, then. Let's see now. Who do we want to raid? Well, I already know what the raid message is going to be. All right, I think we're going to raid this guy over here. He's currently playing NCAA March Madness 2005. I have no idea what that is. Do you guys know what that game is? Oh, it's a sports game. Okay.
It's March Madness. It's literally football.
Why is it when I Google it, it's a basketball game?
Oh. I'm ashamed of myself. I actually like basketball. What the fuck was I thinking? I was thinking the Super Bowl.
Anyway, so the raid message is
Yeah.
going to be...
Electrical maniacal?
Yes, that is going to be our raid message.
Electrical maniacal. Got it.
And we are going to be raiding Kyon. He's playing a basketball game that I don't know.
Basketball is his favorite sport, dribbling up and down the court.
Pretty much.
God damn it, I'm really ashamed of myself. That is, now I'm physically embarrassed.
All right, well,
Go.
I'll catch you all later, guys. Have a good night, everyone.
Peace out.